What in the foreign filth is going on with the WNBA? This had turned into a whole soap opera. Kennedy Clark and her teammates claimed that they were harassed at their hotel to the point where they couldn't even get off the bus because they had cameras in their faces and they were being harassed. Well, a video has since come out and doesn't really show the level of harassment. Now, we don't see what happened before the video starts, so we don't know the full story. However, doesn't really show anything more than like a TMZ gotcha moment.
Ms. Carter, have you got a chance to reach out to Caitlin?
Hey, man, come on with that.
Relax. Have you got a chance to reach out to Caitlin? Trinity, have you gotten a chance?
Okay, so for those of you who live in the old folks' home and they got premium channels, let's back it up and get you up to speed. We're going to go real fast, so keep up. Okay, first thing that happened was Caitlin Clark, the star of the WNBA, got a hard foul committed on her by Kennedy Carter. Now, there was a whole discussion behind that foul. Not whether or not it was a foul or whether it was a hard foul or whatever have you, but is Caitlin Clark being targeted for whatever reason? I mean, is it jealousy? Is it envy? Or is it because she's white? And certain actions and developments have been the fuel to these discussions. Let me explain. So kind of like the first trigger was that Caitlin Clark had been getting hard fouled every single game she's played in. And a lot of the times the fouls are not even called. That kind of raised the eyebrows and it'd be like, what's going on, man? Like, why they not getting the fouls and all that? Why they keep hammering her and not getting the fouls? Okay, so and during while all this was going on, they're interviewing past and current players, some OGs in the game and all of that. And they're kind of like low-key knocking her down. Like, she's just a rookie. She did that in college, but she's going to have to earn her keep. And can she do it in the NBA or WNBA? And, all that kind of stuff, trying to bring her down a notch, basically. And what did that do? It raised more eyebrows. Like, what's going on here? Why are you talking bad about her like that? She's the #1 pick, pretty much the highest paid, include all endorsements and stuff, but you're trying to knock her down. What's really going on here? And then wham, you get Kennedy Carter, give her the hard foul, and then Angel Reese, who was on her team, who had her own altercation in college with Caitlin Clark, she gets up off the bench, claps, cheers, all kinds of stuff. And then, which kind of reiterates all the eyebrow raised stuff that happened before that kind of making it look like a lot of these players are jealous and not that she's just a rookie. So quite naturally, after the game, they wanted to holler at Kennedy Carter. And you know what she did? She said, I'm not answering no Caitlin Clark questions. Wonder why. So the fact that she didn't want to answer questions about it sparked even more discussions because if you're doing something on the level, it's within the game, it's, within your right to do, and you just showing her because he's your rookie and stuff like that, why you can't answer questions about it? There's basically two opinions here. One is that, there's nothing to see here, it's just part of the game. And two, there's something more sinister going on here because it's a cheap shot, therefore it's cowardly, and it shouldn't be in the game at all. I tend to agree with the latter, not the former. Everybody and their mama had an opinion. Some people that played sports and some people that didn't. One of the opinions that stood out to me was the ladies on The View. Not only because, they never played a sport, right? Ever. But because one of them said that basketball is a contact sport. Like, on what planet is basketball ever a contact sport? You know what a contact sport is? Football, hockey. Basically, any sport other than rugby that you have to wear pads. Okay, so then there were a few other opinions that kind of stood out to me. One was Gilbert Arenas, and he basically said,
here's the problem. I don't know who it was, but she reporter who said the narrative that the people in the W don't like her. I think they think our eyes don't work. We can see how you're talking about her in an angry tone lets us know you're angry about it, right? We've played. We understand when someone gets too much power, too much money. They get handed all of these things without earning it. It pisses people off naturally. Right? We've seen it with LeBron James. Right? We like Wendy, like we see it, we understand. You can't fool us. Right? So we know that there is a deep down, like she's getting things that she didn't earn. You can't be mad at her. No. Right? And it's nothing she did. She just went out there, did what she did in college. People gravitated to the style that she has. Nothing against you guys. It's her style that people fell in love with. So we're not saying you bow down to her, but the fact that you got to take cheap shots lets you know, like, if you can't just play defense and stop her the way you want, the fact that you got to do things out of your character. If this is not your character, then you are angry about the situation. But that's the difference. She's talking trash.
Yeah.
Well, then talk trash back.
Yeah.
That ain't hard.
Like you talk trash too.
You're playing defense, talking trash to me. I'm scoring, I'm talking trash to you. That is part of the game. I score and talk trash to you, then you. But you know what it is? So it's kind of what that's your problem now. So test me with your skill.
That is a skill.
Yeah. And our skill is not clothesline. I mean, that's not a skill.
If you can't take it, why are you playing basketball? You can't take it.
You do that to everybody. I don't know. So like you said, what I'm saying,
You did that.
you said you was gonna stop me.
What did you say to the motherfucker not ready? Don't put
What
on.
I mean, if you're not ready to play, take their asses out of the game.
Same thing.
No.
So if I bump you and you fall all over the floor and you crying, you done. All I gotta do is touch you and you're not playing. You can't play me.
Well, you like that ain't even your game. That ain't your game. I'm coming in there. You want to close level front.
So that's basically what Gilbert Arenas was alluding to. He was saying, test it with your game, not your cheap shots. But then there's another dude on there that has a different take on it. I don't know who this dude is, and I don't know why he's sitting the way he's sitting, but he has the same opinion that the women on The View have, that it's a part of the game.
So the game is a physical game. I like the bump. I don't know if it caused the fall over, you know what I'm saying? But extras put on it. I don't think extra, but he's probably caught off guard too. Yeah. You know, she probably expecting that. But I mean, she knew this was gonna happen. Everybody kind of knew it was gonna happen. I did it with Lonzo Ball. Mm-hmm. People praised it. Mm-hmm. You know, they do it with Caitlin Clark, and people, you know, they want to go to the first extent to, you know, smother someone's name for doing it. So, you know, it's just different. Is it a part of the game? Yeah. Will she get it some more? Yeah. I mean, that just happens when you're a rookie. It's a part of your rookie hazing on and off the court. It's a part of the game. I mean, I played outside, you know, without referees and bumped the motherfucker. That's just how I go. You know, you're a hooper, you're a hooper.
Now, I don't know who that dude is, but other than his opinion being absolutely ridiculous, he's looking real zesty, shaking his leg. And then we had Draymond Green, who had a totally different take on it.
Miss Kennedy, love what you did. I don't love how you went to the press conference and wouldn't answer a question about it, quite frankly. If you want to understand how this thing goes, I'll give you a little advice. You're going to take on the villain role. Great. Love it. You're going to be that enforcer on your team. Great. Love it. Can't dodge the questions. You go to the press conference, you answer the question. No, ain't no Caitlin Clark. No. You did what you did. Stand on it. That's all I'm saying. I go to the podium, I'm not going to not answer a question about Rudy Gobert or whoever else. Stand on it. Regardless of what your answer going to be, you cannot hide from the question. They had a chance to ask you a question, and you hear it. Stand on what you say. Stand on what you do. That's my only gripe with what she did. When you come calling out, we grown, we enforcers, yeah, I'm going to get a grown-ass enforcer to enforce on you if you touch Caitlin Clark like that. So to the Indiana Fever again, you need to go get you someone with some muscle. Somebody that's coming to the defense of Caitlin Clark. It shouldn't be Caitlin Clark. Don't tell me, oh, she got to be more physical. That ain't her job. Her job is to shoot threes. Hey, Steph, shoot. I wish somebody would. Shoot. We gonna go there. To her, Kennedy, who's like enforcer, we grown, she better hoop. She go hoop. That's what she here to do. Hoop. Not go back and forth with you. Because you getting kicked out the game and Caitlin Clark getting kicked out the game, that's not an equal trade. Caitlin Clark getting sidetracked, focused on you because you make a play like that, Not an even trade. Don't work. What do work is, though, we got this muscle over here, and you about to get put down. That's how it just got to be. So keep doing what you're doing, Kennedy. I respect it. Next time you go to the press conference and you do something like that, don't say, oh, my teammates know how hard-nosed I am. No. Just stand on what you did. Because when Angel jumped up, like, yeah, that was planned. Y'all talked about that and all that. You did it. You followed through with it. So then stand on it. Just don't go to the press conference like, I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions, because then you lose credibility. And that muscle and enforcer that you say your teammates respect about you takes a hit because you ain't stand on what you did. So there you have it, Kennedy. You want to come at the boy enforcer who also, like, it's cool, like, saying I saw Draymond said enforce, like, we aren't, like, no, you ain't, don't, like, see, if you're going to really do this, you got to, like, do it. Stand on business.